some good shit. I remember saying to Mocktail, hey, we need like a hue or something behind the names, and he said I don't know if that's going to be possible. 1 week later, hey, I did it. So
the actual goat.
That's essentially where we're at, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with the rogue feature. Yeah, Mocktail cooked up proximity. I don't think proximity voice has ever been in WoW before.
I don't think it has.
No.
So
it's been in since the beginning.
This is one of the simplest changes that we've made, and it's by far and away going to be the biggest impact. Yeah, I don't. Maybe like someone did some proximity voice, but not to a large scale, which we're putting it on a pretty large scale. It's game changing.
You're doing a great job, Chance. I'm actually really glad about it.
Is it going to be public?
So the way the proximity voice will work, you could leak the add-on to the public. It wouldn't change anything for us. It only puts you in voice calls with people if both people have the add-on and they're both in the same guild. So if the public wanted to use this, they can. Absolutely, they can. They just have to be in the same guild, and they have to both have the add-on. There is no leaks. We will not hear random viewers. You will only be able to proximity voice with the people also in the guild.
That's good.
So question. I had to restart my computer for a second, so you might have already mentioned it. If they're in the guild, but they're just walking around town, can you hear them without being in the same group?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck, that's
you can do drive-bys.
Cool. And
So
clarify, it does or does not work in raids and dungeons?
So in dungeons and raids, this kind of sucks. It does not. It does work, but it doesn't work as proximity voice. It's the equivalent of a Discord call. If I'm on the farthest end of the dungeon and you're at the entrance, you will hear me as if I'm next to you.
That's being worked on, by the way. There might be a janky workaround for that.
Okay, but it's basically some API thing that Blizzard changed a long time ago because they were weak auras and add-ons that made like
this
mythic
is an
raiding
awesome
too
game.
easy
We're also in the middle
based on tracking
of
your location. And I think
WoW
that is
guild
why
meeting.
the proximity voice doesn't
Thank you
work
for the raid.
on the location tracking in
Yeah, this
dungeons
game's
and
sick.
raids.
We're at the very end of the
But it
run. We're
does
probably
work in
gonna
the world
lose.
of Warcraft.
Oh boy.
Most importantly, the Gold Shire end is where it works.
Possible.
So, but in dungeons and raids, it doesn't work. Maybe it'll get worked on, but if not, it's okay.
Watch for the red
It's still
balls.
phenomenal as is.
You guys should follow Bear Tappy, man. That was super nice of you to raid. I've never won this early.
Let's see what else we have to fucking discuss.
We had a guild meeting.
I'm
usually watching my kid right now.
Another part. When we get to raiding,
we're in a guild meeting right now discussing hardcore WoW with our guild that we're starting soon.
That has the most points. We'll
It's
get
in the title. It's in the title.
1 through 100.
There's a lot of. There's 100 people in the Discord call right now. I apologize.
Will only get to roll 1 through 85. You will have nerfed rolls. So your losing race, you don't want to lose even at max level. It doesn't just affect leveling. It does affect.
I love having my dash.
So
it helps out a ton.
Try to get your race higher. At the end of the day, we are still a team, and we are trying to, fucking clear nats
right on my face. He sat on my face.
But this adds for some stupid, fun bullshittery.
You know what? I'm gonna Petri.
At max level?
I'm just gonna let
like a replacement.
my other spells whack.
Like the.
Oh, is it just one? It's just one.
Punishments?
It's just my troll.
Punishment wheel is getting spun whether you're 60 or not. You can get selected.
Yeah, even if we're raiding.
That didn't help at all.
So, like, if somehow you manage to go into a raid at level 1...
Yeah, we're in the end game now, bud.
Like, your
These are my spells at the moment? Like my Noida spells?
It goes all the way. If that makes sense. Next
I've been playing WoW
pretty much
since
everything
2004.
In-game. We have the point system. We've got proximity
whenever
voice.
it came out.
We talked about guild.
I quit for a few years when I started
only.
streaming.
We're going to play on the
I was not an
new
MMO
server
streamer.
that is unfortunately progressive or whatever the fuck.
But I love classic WoW. It's like my favorite.
Do's
Oh
and
no,
don'ts
we're taking so much
don't be
damage.
weird in proximity voice. Trying to see what else we need to go over.
Hey, but Chance, is this kind of a, I feel like the progressive thing can be kind of sweet because like if we just
he's a coward fool. Oh god.
And come back to it. I feel like it's kind of good now.
We are not getting locked back into the fucking.
That's exactly what I messaged you, Chance. Like, so we're gonna do season 2 of OnlyFangs in a few months. Yeah, the hype kind of dies, but it'll come back. No, seriously. And then season 3 a few months after that, if we're all not dead yet.
We could create like a reality TV show.
Hey,
right?
This is something to be discussed when we're all level 60 and we've cleared multiple.
We'll make a battle.
Can you give an example of what weird voice chat is?
There's so many balls.
I mean,
oh
okay.
no, this is awful.
Just don't be fucking weird.
How do
so because
on.
we have proximity voice, and we have
Please,
a bunch of
Russell.
streamers. hopefully everyone's been kind of vetted and we don't have any fucking weirdos that are just gonna like follow people
Fucking
around.
Russells.
Don't just run at the
Need
big
to
streamer
chill.
and be on the big streamer stream all the time, because I can tell when it's happening. Like, all bullshit aside, just be genuine. Try to be fucking genuine as much as you possibly can.
The balls
Don't
are
be
insane.
12. I understand edgy humor. I understand making jokes here and there, but these people don't know you. So just get to know people more before you start pushing lines. I'm gonna probably just be ruling with an iron fist. If there's a point where it's like, you're too immature for this, you're just gonna get kicked.
What if we are genuinely weird?
What do we go?
That's
What,
fine.
what do
I
we
can tell
do?
when
There
that's
are
happening.
ads in the last
Like,
fight,
all
maybe for
bullshit
the
aside.
Reaper mask.
I don't
Or do
want to
I
scare you
go
guys to not
thinking
interact
that I'm
with
gonna go
anyone. I want you
50%
to
and
have
wanna-
fun. These are like extreme
Want a
examples.
damage
I'm
boost
just
here, guys.
warning
What do we
you
think?
that I am looking at that kind of stuff, and I see it as
I'm
a
so
future
scared.
problem with proximity voice.
Yeah, I
I'll
have a
deal with it.
question.
Try to be not problematic if you can.
Let's
Go
say
ahead.
let's say there's someone that's like not good at the game that, you know, we're like about to raid and they just
It's gotta
can't
be
get
2,
to
doesn't
60
it?
because they're
It's gotta be
terrible.
2.
Are you going to start
Alright,
allowing
Berserker
mob
it is.
tagging, or are you just going to say there's no mob tagging ever?
That's a guild discussion for way the fuck later.
Yeah, we'll cross that
Okay,
bridge when you
we're
come
gonna
to
go
it, Maze.
shop.
Like, we might. We're
I'm gonna roll the shop. I just want armor here.
Anybody who's not good enough to look
hey,
armor.
Summit. You are in the wrong guild if you're trying to only play with good players. We have people.
Hey, you know I got you, dog.
Listen, make it 60 doesn't mean you're a good player, but if you die 100 times before it means you're a bad player, right? I mean,
Not the bad
That
shaman.
might
They
save
will
our
not
ass.
get
Dog.
Yeah,
If you're
don't
good
play with
clip
shamans at
farmer.
all. Actually.
Shaman is 100%
What's the mean if you
how
get
I
your
hold
friends
that.
killed over and
Okay.
over again, though?
We'll kill half this guild.
All right, here we go.
like 6 times in every dungeon.
Here we go.
Shamans specifically.
So we talked about pacing. Okay, so real life meetings. We're going to have some of those. This guild has definitely
Endless
gotten so
Devourer.
big that, you know, you can't just do a ton of IRL meetings and just exclude 90% of the guild, but we will still have them. There is going to be a real life guild meeting. Miz, you decide when you want to do it. I would guess maybe a week in. We might do a Secret Santa Christmas meeting. I'm not paying for your flight, but you're welcome to fly out. Absolutely. Listen, iDubbbz came to our meeting and then he went live the next day and said it was boring and not worth it.
Wow.
And it wasn't wrong. I told him it was a PowerPoint, and it was a PowerPoint.
We made food, though. He got food. He got free food.
Hey,
Yeah, we did.
We're killing it pretty quick.
Enjoy the meeting because I put him in his place.
Oh, bombs! Goddamn!
Let's go, Bobs.
Do we have
So-
a physical
Wait, I don't even
location
remember what
still for
happened.
meetings?
That's up to Miz. Miz is in control of IRL meetings.
Yo, can we make Tyler one the main tank?
Yeah, who's gonna be the main tank?
I am main tanking.
Mary's tanking.
No chance.
When we get low enough, we'll pop 10 shields.
Again.
Yes, he fucking should. What?
So I'm a good candidate.
It should be somebody who's workers.
So here's what we're doing.
Wait,
I'm
what the
going
fuck?
to main tank. I am going to main tank. Miz can off tank. I don't have set other off tanks. That is up in the air. If you make it to max level and you're the one getting funneled decent gear and you find yourself in that position to off tank,
Not even
I don't
half
care
health yet,
who
bro.
You can do it.
Mary, this is your chance.
Thanos snap is helping.
Game of
I vote
Thrones.
Mary.
Mary,
Let's
you
go!
got it.
Betting on who gets the 60.
I can confidently say Mary will not make it to 60 and be in a position to be the third off tank, but I am
Okay, but
open
you
to
literally
Wow.
said that last year. You literally said that last year that I wouldn't fucking hit 60 and I fucking did.
mob tag, relax.
And you fucking mob tag.
Mary, you're not making it.
That was not me.
Poor Mary, dude.
to tell you right now, I have never made it.
I don't
from 1
want her to
60
tank for me.
on a
I'm
warrior
scared.
in solo
I'm scared to let her
self-found.
tank
I
with
did
me.
his Dungo and I got to level 50. Okay, neither has Summit, to be honest.
Put her through some training.
You got to 59.
I wouldn't let that slide.
I am legitimately worried about even
If
myself.
I get hit
getting
again,
to
I'm probably
60
gonna pop the
without dying.
potion.
This
Oh,
is
shit.
going to
One
be
more time,
very
one more time.
difficult. You can be the best player in the game. Bullshittery can happen. I think we will have another meeting the day before. Go ahead, Zico.
I was just saying that's not true.
I got a question. Are we gonna have a limitation on the
Doing it now.
that people use?
So, no.
No, we're just gonna use an NPC finder all fucking day, making sure we don't get mobbed up.
That's the XP, baby.
Abso-fucking-lutely, you should. There are obviously
Oh,
proximity
burn through
voice
those shields.
required. Obviously, the point system add-ons required. we had required add-ons last time because I just didn't want people to die. You need to have NPC scanners. You should have, if you don't know how to level, you should have rested XP or something of that, like.
I think we're gonna do it.
Caliber to help you quest. You should have.
This might be our first win on this mode.
There's a ton of add-ons you should have because it's.
Question: what happens if I don't get Tauren and I was supposed to be the off tank as a druid?
I mean, you don't have to play druid. No one said yes.
I have a warrior.
Yeah, you're pretty good at warrior, Miz.
Finish that ass too. Finish that ass. Finish that ass.
So, guys, very important. Very important. We are getting to the point where I'm going to send you out to take a quiz. However, I need all of you to check the announcements page in this Discord.
Where are you going?
And you need to pre-register. Okay? You need to do your quiz and do not leak it. Do not show on stream. Do not stream content while you register, please.
What?
Okay.
He said that the registration is closed.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I just got messages from Vault. Whatever the fuck's going on. If you haven't registered,
gotta be
please
shitting me,
register.
though.
It makes it easier. So these steps we've taken so that you cannot cheat on this quiz. You cannot practice this quiz. What?
This is crazy.
I've not talked this whole time.
You're right.
Before
fine,
I
go ahead.
register, what's the point? Why should I do this?
Seer,
Good question. Good
Like,
question.
why would I want to do this?
Seer, you
Because my
are
body, everything in my instincts is saying not to do it.
the lowest caliber gamer. And I want you to prove. And last time you got, did you make it to 60? I don't think
No.
you met the quota
I
with
was
cheating.
56, okay.
You got close through
And I didn't
tons
die
of
once.
cheating.
My first time ever playing.
Through an insane amount of cheating, mob tagging, getting like bought fiery weapon enchants, bow of searing arrows, everything. People would say it didn't count. This is your time to prove
He doesn't give
that
a
a trash fucking role player Andy
I'm
can
not a role
play
player.
this
I've not
20.
role played in a very long time.
Okay, sorry. TCG simulator main
so dead.
can fucking boot up classic WoW and actually hit 60 in the hardest leveling mode the game has to offer, which is pretty much SSF. Great as SSF,
that's
and
a
we're
new
gonna probably
trick
funnel
you
all of our
have,
guild shit to
Devour.
you. Fuck them.
Prove
them wrong, Seer.
You were my favorite streamer during this whole thing. You have to do it.
Seer,
What?
you
I
should
love
hear
what-
what they say about you. They call you a fluke, a wannabe, fucking loser, bullshit. This is your
saying
chance
that?
to prove them wrong. Everyone's
saying
saying it.
We're gonna make so many memories.
Everyone's
All
saying
the
it,
friends
Seer.
we're gonna make.
Balls, splitting balls are my weakness.
No, you cannot take the quiz. Oh, yeah, Ampi, of course you can. Yeah, because I know you're playing undead. So, other exemptions I have, like, for example, Ampi, I think, is going for server first, level 60. World first, level 60. I am not going to hold Ampi back from trying to do that. I'm going to allow him, and he's been practicing.
Did I do it?
If I'm a speed leveler too. No, you're fucking not. Okay? Ampi is. I'm allowing him to play Undead Mage because that is what he is practiced as, and that is the class that he can level the
Holy
fastest on.
crap.
So there are exceptions like that, for example. And Ampi, you can take the quiz for fun. I don't care.
trade
Chance.
Can he? Go
You
ahead.
did it. You actually did it.
So I want to bring this
You
up.
took down the
Now, 'cause we
final
talked about it
Demon
before, and
King.
we said
Peace
we'll
can
talk about
finally
during maybe
return
the
to this
meeting.
land once again.
The option, the idea of
It's
talking
finally
with the guild
over.
about
Can I go
having,
home and run
guild
some
merch
dungeons
and then
now?
using that merch to raise funds for
Let me
charity.
think.
Is
You
that
can,
something
but
that
how
we
do you
still
plan on getting
look
back?
at having?
Huh?
Yeah,
So
so
you have
we
no
can
idea
do
how to
that.
get me back, do you?
I still am not positive on a
never
direction
said I
if we
knew how.
want to do merch.
Hey,
We
easy, my
can.
hero.
Last
The
time
Demon
I
King
basically
just
just
fell.
shut it
Time
down
and
and
space
said I don't
haven't
think
fully
we're cool
recovered
enough
yet.
for a
Chad,
fucking
One day
merch.
when time and
If we
space
do the merch
stabilize,
instead
you'll
for
just
charity, we
naturally
buy gold
return
with
on
it.
your own.
We could do that too.
You gotta figure that's not
That's a good idea.
We can say fuck charity.
Might as well take it back for some reason.
We can say fuck charity.
A merch for charity.
Yeah, we can do merch. It's debated. This will probably be an off-stream discussion, in my
I did
opinion,
not have an
about
hourglass
what direction
that
to go
time.
with
Oh, no,
it.
I
Like,
did.
what kind of shirts? I don't want to do
I did have
crazy,
an
over-the-top
hourglass.
designs.
I didn't even realize.
I would prefer simple.
I also had a
Can we do
Petri
it for
lunch.
like the racism?
Yeah, we can maybe have 4 shirts, and we
achievement?
can make it
Finish
like the
hard mode?
winning
Is that all
shirt that
plus?
sells the most. The fucking race gets points in game.
Something on the back of the shirt.
hero actually
Actually,
defeated the
tears
Demon
fall
King.
back. Fuck the Roddies. Something
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh, my
Like, you could do fucking OnlyFans and
Unbelievable.
yeah,
The
fuck the
prophecy has
Roddies
come
or
true.
fuck cows,
This eye,
whatever.
Hero, did you
Yes,
kill
we
it?
can do
fuck
something.
cows. Okay, we're gonna come up.
Yes, I grabbed it, a little souvenir.
I mean,
We must
Well,
destroy it.
what, Russell?
Hero, the Demon King used this very eye to control the monsters.
hard to level as?
When I was inside
No.
the heart, it was controlling me
No.
the whole time. We must
Ampi is
destroy it
choosing to
from
level
this
as
from controlling the monsters any further.
I was thinking about going
Yes, according to my research,
You don't get to pick.
Wait, Chance, I have another. I actually have a question though. So, let's say
That's fine.
Watch this.
for tanking, is there one race that's actually like way better to play.
Depends on what boss you're fighting.
Not really. What's the best race?
Yes,
This means not
Orin, technically, because
Heredity!
No, God, no.
Let's go.
So basically, let's just talk about Horde. Let's talk about the fact we're playing Horde. We played Alliance last time. We had Paladins. Now we have Shamans. This is a different game. This is a different game we are playing. Shamans will increase our overall damage output. However, we have no blessing of salvation, which reduces the threat. In Classic WoW, threat is a problem. You want the boss hitting the main tank. Okay? Y'all's DPS is limited by how much damage and threat the main tank can generate. All right? Now, granted, I'll have Whirlwind and my threat will be crazy. Sometimes I'm not going to get procs, and you guys do.
Monsters
you will pull threat and you may potentially fucking die. It happens all the time. Horde just dies. Overall higher damage.
It got even harder.
But
didn't we say in our last meeting that we were going to be Alliance?
Looks like you've got some skill after all, managing
we
to
did.
make
We were maybe the meeting you're.
But don't get too cocky yet.
I think I left it to vote. I vetoed it. This is before we had.
What was the point of the last meeting then? I was here for like 4 hours.
Horde won that poll anyway. It was just by like 1 vote.
So it was 50-50, and I said whatever the fuck is winning. I said whatever the fuck is winning by the time we start is what we're gonna play. However, this is before we had the add-on with proximity voice and all these different things to make it different. And I thought to myself, why the fuck are we gonna play Alliance again? It's not different enough. Let's just play Horde. And also, people wanted it, so I just vetoed it and said, fuck that, we're playing Horde. Let's just change it up. Let's force it, make it happen. So here we are. And it's been like that for a while now. We're not playing Alliance.
13 to activate?
Yay.
We are... at this point, also, all of the fucking challenge add-ons and everything is built for Horde. So we are playing Horde. It's decided, it's done, it's not changing.
And we wouldn't have S-Band.
Tanking is
so, yeah, true.
What do we think here?
Wait, Mary, do you know what a Makara is?
What's the best one to get?
Yeah, I tried it when I was practicing.
Oh, is there a Makara?
How'd that go?
So we can... So in-game events that we're going to have, we're going to have hide and seek with proximity voice, maybe hot and cold.
Okay, I'll turn myself up. I don't know what you want.
We're going to have scavenger hunts hosted by Winky again, classic.
I'm louder now.
We might even do quiz / game shows. I think Burn wanted to host those.
I gotta be able to hear them.
These will have significant rewards.
Yeah, I'll turn it down.
I would love it if I could,
what should I buy
to go on the Family Feud? It'll be in-game proximity voice.
Okay, I realize it's not,
and the winner can get an
ideal
of their choice
to have 100 people talking at once.
It can be fucking fun
on
and
my
crazy.
stream.
But
this is our guild meeting. I've been waiting for this guild meeting for 2 months, y'all.
Tournament. I just don't want to kill all of our players.
Bro, I can have 13 right now.
You guys can re-level, no problem. So maybe we'll do something like that, and we'll have like the winning race. Someone represent their race. We could do something.
Silent.
Yo, am I late?
Stardust or maximization?
You're just on time.
Extremely late.
Okay, guys, we can start now. Everybody's here.
Maximization is goated.
1 second. What about the fact there will be 10 layers on fresh? Should we try to corral everyone on one realm?
Stardust.
Oh, I think we don't worry about it at first. Maybe we do try and just force ourselves into one phase. But the issue with that is I feel like viewers would
when
try
a spell
and
is placed
get
into
on
the
our
wand,
phase
it
too.
fills all adjacent slots.
On mostly the same layers.
For each slot occupied,
in
region is
we just pick
increased.
a layer and try to get on this layer, just so you can have the drive-by interactions of like.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. We can have like an overall prio layer that hey, try and be on layer 4. And
4 slots.
Layer you're on, blah blah blah. And
the first
for the newer players who've never played, we are going to have a PowerPoint mandatory, Tyler, for you guys to be at it. I want to go over all of the things that can kill you. For example, layering and how it can fucking
the first
spawn
spell
mobs
on both
and you die.
sides by 1
Things
level
like
without
that.
exceeding the level cap.
What is
Huh?
Is that gonna be?
Oh my.
That's gonna be the day before we actually level.
Yeah, that's
so it's fresh in your mind. So
Chance, we're 100% doing the 21st.
100%. We are doing the 21st. We're playing on fresh. What day of the week is the 20th?
Ocean capacity.
Okay.
Wednesday is the 20th.
Wednesday is the 20th.
So on Wednesday.
He said he did the pig.
Next week, same time, I will have a PowerPoint ready. I will already get my mods working on it. It's going to go over just basic shit. You do not have to be there. It's not mandatory, but if you are worried about leveling, you should be there. There are unique, like for example, now Horde has elevators. I don't know if you guys ever looked at the hardcore WoW death map, showing like creating really big red spots where people tend to die.
Horde has
People died
elevators.
in the main Horde cities
we do?
all the time. Which you would think is the safest place.
It. All the deaths are hilarious.
Mary already
Yo,
died
Smith
to
TV,
son of
thanks for the
Aragorn.
follow. Ace
I
Source
am
Team
gonna-
225,
They're
Fizzy
still gonna
Man.
die, Piss Hero.
Man.
I did
They're
one.
still
Thanks
gonna die.
all the
What
Veg,
do you mean spoilers?
Tuna
These people
Tornado.
trying to fucking help. They're still gonna die. You can
Elevators
die in
are
elevators.
very
you can
scary.
get fucking layered, and you can die that way. What?
Yeah. Everyone's gonna
There are elites, son of Araghouls. They're level 24 elites in the undead zone that just patrol while you're level 12, and they one-shot you all
will
over the
destroy
place.
you.
There are things to look out for that a new player will not know unless you learn the hard way. You do not want to start hardcore, learning from the beginning the hard way all the way to 60. You'll be resetting constantly.
Chance, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if the quiz makes a different proportion for the amount of people in each race?
So we've
poison
done
build?
a couple of testings here and there. Overall, Tauren is the least selected, but that is partially on purpose because it has the least available classes.
Would that be
So-
fair?
Those of us that want to play Tauren.
Well, keep in mind that once you get when you die, your team loses points. Yes, one race may be fucked with a huge disadvantage in the point system.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And you can also you can say the undead is the most popular and they have it the easiest. They get tons of points. Taurens can shit talk and say they're playing the easier version of the game. And
There's
Taurens are the real
another
shits.
difficulty, nightmare
Extra special
difficulty.
points for
Are you
birthdays and
kidding
stuff?
me?
Oh,
'Cause my birthday's on the 21st, and I think
No.
I'm gonna be a
No.
Tauren.
Are we gonna get
Taurens should get a
absolutely shit or
bonus,
something?
right?
Holy crap,
Absolutely
man.
not. So, and the point system resets every single week. So yes, if you have the most players, you're going to be leveling like crazy, but you're going to get max level, and then it's harder to get more points. It should somewhat even out, but it's still going to be unfair, and that's life.
Are you going to
Deal with
elect
it.
leaders? Race leaders?
So
or no?
I talked about race leaders.
for leadership positions.
No, we can
That one
we
is
can
the
discuss
last
some
one,
leadership
right?
like council bullshit
Clueless.
and what obligations you guys will have.
I
But I
don't
talked about why
know.
I was against that.
It's the
I don't want to
Reaper from
put other.
Backpack Battles. Yeah,
I
I
don't
got the
trust
cameo
other people to
in the
stay in
game.
this game unless they're a WoW player.
Yep.
And I don't want to put too many WoW sweats in leadership positions again. So that's sort of where we're at. I would prefer.
It's in a.
Huh? It's in a. Hello. It's in a dot.
Hello.
I think Shobek just unmuted on accident.
Okay. Overall, I don't have a whole lot left to go over. I talked about GSF. I talked about SSF. I talked about, the potential cheating. We talked about proximity voice. We've talked about the point system. We've talked about rating and how the point system affects that. IRL meetings, in-game meetings, just sweats over non-sweats. Don't be a piece of shit. I think we are ready to take our quizzes and find out what race we're going to be.
Yay,
Unless there's
chat.
any other questions.
We get to find out what race
Do
we're
you
gonna
have
be.
roles
for races
in the
Discord?
With
Hello, I have a question.
Okay, question. Go ahead, Pops.
The day we launch, the day we create our characters, are you going to authorize, other than yourself, people to do the guild invites? Because there's going to be a whole bunch of us logging on at once. wanting a
Yeah,
guild
so
invite.
I'm going to get 3 people who are just going to be the obligatory. It'll probably be Novak. Novak, take off work on Thursday. And he's going to be spam inviting. You're just going to whisper him. You're going to have to confirm that
Doles,
you are
take
who
off
you
work
are
on
in this
Thursday.
Discord channel. So be like, hey, Novak, it's me. And then he'll invite you.
Roger that.
Chance I can
So-
also help with that again too, like last time.
Perfect. Perfect. However, of course, because it's a fresh server, there's
What
not going to
the
be gold. I
hell?
think it costs 10 silver to make a guild. And you have to run all the way to the city. At
Oh,
first,
dude.
Plan for that. Don't worry about it.
okay, we have a
can
plan for
custom
that.
make in 3
We'll get the
minutes.
guild made.
Question:
I
Yeah,
thought
I'll
the
take
meeting
care,
was
don't
almost over.
Awesome. Go ahead. Question.
Is this quiz like a sorting hat, or does it like
Yes.
tell you what you're? So it's just going to tell you at the end of it?
No, you're gonna take a quiz and it's gonna So you absolutely, I want to play undead, try and get undead. I promote you to do that.
Oh, really?
If you want to play orc,
Okay.
try and get orc. Go
Wait,
for
but
the race you
answers will
want.
be like, well, the answers that you pick will be like, it's obviously what you're trying to get.
How do you feel about cannibalism?
I'm gonna need your help,
How
chat.
do you
Taking the
feel
quiz.
about
Where do you live? A, mud hut. B, the
I mean, and the thing
Do you
is, there
wanna
are
be a
going
furry?
to be
Yeah.
questions in here where you're gonna have zero. You're like, what? Really? What? You're going to be confused, and that's on purpose. That's by design. This is just on it. It's meant to be.
I want troll or undead.
A glorified wheel that
anything but Taran.
Did you talk about like the reality?
I want to be a mage again.
I have another question.
Let me talk about realities of raiding, and then we'll get your question, Fandy. So most of you will not raid. We can only take 40 people to raid. We may do split raiding.
So
that's we decided, but we definitely decided against it last time because it took away hype from raiding. But we're going to be farming Molten Core, and the hype won't even be there. So maybe after we clear Molten Core the first time, we'll have multiple raids going. If it calls for it, I'm all for it. But reality is, we have in this Discord channel right now, we have how many fucking people here? 175 people.
Holy shit! We do?
Holy shit.
Yeah,
when
but
did you
130 of them won't hit 60.
And keep in mind, we haven't even started yet. I'm getting flooded with people who now want to join with all the hype and all the potential view count they could gain. So we're going to have more.
We should do it for view count. Holy shit.
Reality is most of them can't raid. We can have maybe 2 raids going on.
Are we still doing chance that based on viewership you get to join?
Wait, we're doing 2 raids?
Potentially, I'm up for it, but it's to be decided. When I build these rosters, I'm looking at 2 things. Not an optimal raid. I'm not trying to have this or that. I do want the right amount of healers. I do want the right amount of tanks. I do want every single buff in the game, so the right amount of shamans. So I'm going to try and get those classes. But I'm also pretty much looking at who has the most hype, who wants to see, or who do the viewers want to see raid the most. A lot of the times that comes down to viewer count. Sometimes it doesn't. Maybe like some hilarious fucking GTA RPer gets 20 viewers, but they're really fucking funny. People want to see them because they're on. So so there are factors involved, but I prioritize that way, and I'm upfront about it, so it's no surprise to any of you. The good news is raiding is a smaller part of this, especially with proximity voice being in the game. The leveling is kind of the challenge. As a guild, I would love to clear Nax, but as an individual challenge for yourself, your goal should be to just get level 60. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I got a really good question, Chance.
Go ahead.
Hello, my question? What the fuck?
Fuck.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
You know what?
first.
That kind of just answered my question because I was gonna ask, in addition to guild racism, if we were also gonna have guild sexism, but that's kind of self-explanatory. So.
Perfect.
It's already baked in.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a
I
Blizzard
wouldn't want
game.
to play if there wasn't guild sexism.
Baked in. It's crazy.
Nationalism. We're just very proud to be.
I got a question.
I mean, you could just listen to Soda for 10 seconds
Faction
and know that.
That has the least amount of points.
Oh my god, it's chomping me! It's chomping me! It's chomping! It almost chomped me to death!
No drones in the main raid is crazy.
Bro, imagine no
Oh yeah, Knight's Boots early.
That's a good idea.
On Poison
That's too
Bill.
far. That's hilarious, but it's too far. Maybe we'll have like.
Some can go too far.
Here's what we could do.
Okay.
If we're stuck,
Mimicry, Shield.
If we're stuck doing Molten Core
Resonance.
over and over again,
Should've grabbed the
and we're just
wand,
bored
maybe.
as fuck, we can say, hey guys, the next week's raid, the lowest point race doesn't get to go. And now that week is about farming points for your race. We can make fun things like that. And then the losing race doesn't get to raid MC that week. So we can do some unique things here and there.
I'm so excited.
With all of the setup that we have tons of directions we can go, and I'm open to all of them as long as they make
I
sense.
need homing with these snakes.
Is it gonna be a
any other-
bank or is it a personal bank?
What?
Like, I feel like personal banks are kind of OP, you know? Like, shouldn't we just have a guild bank to send stuff to, just in case, like, someone gets a staff of Jordan and wants to roll another class?
You know, thank you for bringing that up. I wanted to
welcome.
talk about this. When it comes to enchanting, for example, you will not have, and for those of you that have ever leveled enchanting, the way the game it works is you have to disenchant greens to get mats, to use those mats to enchant things. You're not going to find enough greens on your own. So we're going to want to probably find like designated enchanters in the guild. And when you find random BOE greens that you don't need, mail them to them to give them mats, and they can enchant people in the guild's gear. We're going to have to work as a unit when it comes to professions.
Guild bank again if you want.
We might have to, we're going to need some guild bank help. So professions are going to be a bitch. An alchemist, you can farm so many fucking potions.
Can't hit
There
it.
is an endless stream of people you can mail your
Oh my
potions to
god,
that
I can't. I'm not fast
to
enough.
help them level. There is infinite fucking alchemy for you to do. There's infinite enchanting for you to do. You can and then you can proximity voice, blah, blah,
Okay.
blah. So professions are a big deal. We'll find out who's doing it, and we'll try and get designated people to send the appropriate mats to that person. 'Cause we'll have to work together to get professions up for sure.
Oh, these are terrible.
Have we talked about Petries or the lack of them?
We'll talk about it. Go ahead.
Just as like a word to the wise.
I missed my dash from my melee ability.
Play well. Don't sign up to be a guild anything because if you're
Why not? Why not?
That's actually good content. No, let Mary do it. Let Mary do it.
Yeah, why can't
if your ass dies and we lose some enchanting recipes or we lose like 50 greens that we funneled you,
that's good content.
That's
that is
That's
funny.
That's good content at that.
Profession people.
This in itself is why I really like Guild Self-Found. Is we can, if some dumb fuck wants to be an alchemist, they can. We can waste all of our resources on them, and we all get fucked. And so does their race because they died.
Maintain
so
Mary gets to be the alchemist.
That is a thing. However, whatever direction you guys want to go. There's someone else had a question.
Can we show the race quiz on stream?
No, I promote you to take.
Are we doing it right now?
There's directions on how to do it though.
Question.
Are we taking it right now?
Directions of how not to link the
So this quiz has been designed in a way by Sergeant Pepper in the Discord. He's made it all and done all the work there, here and there. It has been made in a way where you cannot cheat. So sure, you can watch another streamer take the quiz, but your quiz is going to be different. Some of you aren't going to get some of the questions that we have in our pool. It's going to be 25 questions.
I don't think they gave it
maybe
out
there's
yet.
100 questions in the pool. You
Depends
only
on
get 25
what
of them. It'll be
race
randomly
I get.
ordered. You have no idea. You can only take this quiz once because you have to get.
I don't know what races I'm going to get first.
Access it and get approved. You can't practice this quiz. There's no cheating it. The best thing you could do is watch people take it, study it, and maybe calculate some things here and there. But you will never know. Like, say you answered D, you won't know if that D question or answer gave you points towards undead. You'll have nothing to confirm that. So there's
quiz. Oh god,
we're not doing that this time.
I need homing so bad.
We are no longer furries. We are a deep racist horde guild.
Amen.
Racers.
Why do we have to be deep?
Racers.
Oh my god. Trump Sanzaroth, baby.
Hold on.
Someone asked about Petries.
What an upgrade.
Okay, Petries.
Yeah, I was
So
just gonna.
I'm a little embarrassed, guys.
that's another thing I'm extremely stressed about. We won't have Petries.
Unless we loot the recipe.
W soda.
Hold on. The recipe.
Yeah, big W.
Now,
I
to
think
be
he
fair,
means we don't have the recipe to make them, right? Not that we're not allowed.
Okay, how long did it take, Ompi, for the server to find the Petri flask? The entire server.
30 days.
It was week 5. Week 5.
It was 30 days, and we never got one in guild.
Only Hardcore Elite had it.
The entire server.
Oh
So-
my god, that automatic navigate, bro.
It can happen randomly. But they didn't give them to the server. They wouldn't trade them to the server, so it depends on who gets it and if they want to share
Yeah,
them
but
or
we're
not.
guild found, so it doesn't matter.
Can we explain what Petri is for the new people?
Petri.
Yeah, what is that?
Like Tyler has a kid.
I feel like
You're-
this doesn't matter because it's not going to matter till like level 50. We should just focus on like quizzes.
Petri.
True.
Well, no, I still want to talk about it. Petries are a level 50 flask. When you pop it, your character basically turns into a stone. You can't interact. You can't be hurt.
The
you
homie
can't
doesn't
do
work with
anything,
the orbit?
Like a
and you are immune to all damage. It's a Zanya's. Sure. That lasts 60 seconds. Okay? And you drink this flask and you leave the group. When you leave the group, the game says, hey, you're not in a group.
Try
We're going to
homing
kick you out of the
instead.
dungeon in 60 seconds. Right? Petri lasts 60 seconds. So when you pull too many mobs in a dungeon, oh, fuck, Petri out. Everyone hits Petri. Everyone leaves the group,
Can't
and you
skip
get
money on
teleported
kill?
out, and you don't die to a bad pool.
Oh, that's
you get to run back to the dungeon.
Endless elixir.
It is
Whatever. Details don't matter.
Thing ever.
Details don't matter here.
Detail, dog. Get out of jail free card. No, get out.
No, I'm just trying to explain how it works. So Petries are basically
It's gonna be fucked up, Nat Slugga.
And the game is really difficult with Petries. We are stupid and bad, guild self-found, and without Petries. We are fighting a very, very uphill battle here.
I'm content though now.
And we're horde.
Yes.
Mute your mic.
There we go. A little homing on that ass.
Can I get a McDouble if you're at the drive-thru, man?
Petri saved my ass like
before. How does it differ
3
than,
times
the
last
other-
time I was playing.
When it comes to
Dirty and
leveling,
smelly.
when it comes to leveling, you're gonna have different towns, you're gonna have
Go
different
Merlin's
leveling
hat.
zones, but overall it's kind of the same.
Yeah, but what
Late
about the
game,
story?
Elevators.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
How does the story differ?
Oh, it's crazy different, dude. I'm not spoiling, but it's good.
Story.
Okay.
That's
You get an
May I ask a
add-on.
question?
It's called voiceover, and it reads you every add-on, and it tells you every story about everything. I think every new player should play with voiceover. The story is amazing.
You can.
Oh, this
because
is
one of
this
the
is a
punishments
trap.
is you
That's
have
bait
to turn
right
off
there.
instant quest text, and you must read every single quest.
That gets us
for
screwed every
before you
time.
Accept it and turn it.
No, there's no way that's a punishment.
Champs, are we doing
That is a punishment.
GDKP?
I want to die.
No, yes, we're doing GDKP.
We can't.
I would be happy to explain the
differences.
We will all get banned.
Banned it.
All right.
They
Okay.
banned it.
Guys. Yes, you may.
Okay, so for us who planned like long events at the beginning of the launch, are we allowed to maybe pick one person that we're going to level with and do the same race or no? Well, I'm not dating them, but we're like.
No,
best friends.
I understand where you're coming from. Thinking, 'cause-
Like you could start dating them though, right?
Well, what about like if you want?
You guys could just meet up at
Maybe
level
it's
4.
suggested that you're dating.
Coming out as gated level.
I will.
Level with them and fall in love.
Wait, are you only
In a
allowed to level
unique
up with your
situation.
the same race as yourself?
I
thought
may
it was any
allow
guild.
something like that. Let's say one of you gets orc,
Wait.
the other gets troll. I'm not going to allow it because you're the same starting zone. Plus, I think it would actually be, in your case, good content to be earning points for your
can
race.
only
and
play
they're
with people
fucking-
from
they're
your
winning points
race?
for their race, and you're both kind of having a friendly competition.
Yeah. And plus, you could just
I think-
run to the other person's starting zone and like level with them too if you're worried about that.
You can do that.
Starting zone.
If you don't want to be in their race, you won't make us.
But like that's
Okay.
kind of like I don't know, man. You're kind of turning your back on your race. That should be minus points.
What's up, Wake? True.
You'll get voted
Alright.
out. We
I say
talked
we
about
have
that.
a race
What up,
to
Wade?
the
It's beautiful. It's like Romeo and Juliet.
Please.
All right. So,
Yeah, can we get
is everyone ready for the quiz? Sergeant Pepper.
I think it's
Before,
I don't get
hold
undead.
on.
I'm riding.
Before I send you all off. God fucking damn it! What?
Do not leak the quiz. Okay, guys. There are simple instructions. Prove that you have more than 2 brain cells that you can rub together, and do not leak the quiz. Very simple.
Wait, hold on.
You mean like you can't stream it?
Wait, the actual quiz or
No,
what?
there's instructions on how to take the quiz on stream and not leak it. The quiz help channel.
Stream a save that doesn't show your browser.
Back here?
I think like 12
The least amount of people want to play troll.
There'll be priest because there's going to be a lot of people wanting to heal. Obviously not Torn priest. But there'll be a lot of people who want to heal, and priest is definitely comfy
I
for
was just talking
leveling.
about the idea that we all end up
I don't
dying.
think the majority of people like trolls that much. I'll be honest.
I hate them. Worst class. Worst
I
class.
only don't want undead. I can make anything else work.
If I'm a troll, I'm mad. And now that I think about it, those answers I use were pretty troll-like. Yeah, I don't want to orc either. So fucking boring.
I hope I get human.
Cool dance though.
you had some crazy answers if you get human, dog.
What's the easiest combo to level with on a horde side?
Are you afraid?
The race won't really matter much. It's really
Easiest?
just the class,
Double
right?
hunter.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you mean like
Hunters
race
are
class
cozy.
combo, or do you just mean like as 2 people playing together?
Like if you just
Torn
want to hit
Torn-
60
I would say
plus
Torn
race.
Hunter's pretty nutty.
obviously, but yeah.
Torn Hunter's pretty fucking nutty with Stomp. Stomp to get room, Feign Death once you get it, all that.
Yeah.
Running faster than all
And
the mobs.
If your class
is really
can't be
cozy, too.
hunter, which is undead, you would want to play rogue. That would be like the next safest.
Priest,
Rogue
I think, is also very if you play safe.
Are we actually gonna have enough healers? Like, is everyone gonna? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna heal. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna level heal.
We'll have enough healers just by the fact we have to have 8 shaman. So
Yeah. Fair. Just makes
A lot of people will take
Shaman.
those slots.
A lot of people will.
Shaman's
want to try
harder to
shaman
make,
this time
too.
around, especially if they played Alliance last time. They're going to be curious if they
Do
don't
all
want players.
do all 8 of the shaman have to be healing though?
Yes.
I mean, no, but
If there's enough shamans.
What does everybody think they got?
Hey,
what do you
we
guys
don't have
think you
enough
got?
healers. Well,
Those questions were so fucking random. I have no idea.
So do we just not
What
use
was up with the
priests
chickens,
then
bro,
and druids at all?
Did anyone else bring the boombox with YMCA to the fight?
Yes.
I didn't even get that question, dude.
Yeah, I mean the questions made no fucking sense. It was.
I just stared him down. Cold
You get the
stare.
question where you get one random spell as a mage. What would it be?
I did
I don't get that. What? Oh, there's different questions?
Yeah.
It was 100 questions, and you got randomized 27 or whatever.
Oh.
What would it be?
Question where
we got different questions.
I turn people into small alpacas that are confused.
My bet, I think teleported into a bathroom.
Is that my,
to the bathroom one, yeah, bro.
hold on, is that my old guild
not gonna lie, I
master
forgot
from
the
Hero
options.
Sony?
Oh shit! What's up? Who is that?
Yo, it's Moose. I dissolved Georgie and the boys through drama. It was funny.
No way.
I'm a streamer now.
What
yeah.
happened?
Oh, that Cades guy kept fucking with loot, and I just kept calling you to cause drama. Remember that?
Oh my god, I do remember that. That's
yeah,
fun.
and I dissolved Georgie and the boys.
That's great times. 2019.
I'll just unmute again once in like 8 minutes, I guess. I look interesting. I'm actually gonna go take a break and check on my fam real quick. Well, I have a couple of minutes, guys. I'll be right back. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hanging out a little bit early for some of our WoW guild meeting stuff. Give me like, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. It won't take long.